called Wonderworks Keto Friendly Cereal. Now this is put out by General Mills, which has been around for a long time. And so let's just see if this will work for us. We're going to take a look at the nutrition label, and you'll see that one serving has 150 calories, which that's pretty good. 1 cup is pretty good size. And I'm going to put a picture here of 1 cup serving in a bowl here so you can see what that looks like. 6 grams of fat, 16 total carbs, and 15 grams of protein. They claim to have 1 gram of sugar in here. And again, let's go back to the nutrition label. Right there you can see their 1 gram of sugar. 3 net carbs. Now, if you go back and look at their nutrition label, you might be, well, how do they get that? Normally, you take your total carbohydrates minus your dietary fiber, which would give us 12, right, net carbs, and then you retake out any sugar alcohols. They don't have sugar alcohol listed here on the label, and so it's like, how do you get 3 net carbs? Well, if you go back to their label, you'll see it right here. Here's how they come up with it. They take the 16 total carbs minus 4 grams of fiber, which we just saw, 5 grams of sugar alcohol. Now, it wasn't listed on their label there, and then 4 grams of allulose. So first of all, where do they get the protein? Well, they get the protein from a couple main sources right here. You'll notice the first ingredient is milk protein concentrate, which basically it's concentrated milk that has about a minimum of 40 up to 90% protein. Erythritol and allulose is how they sweeten it. We'll get to that in a second. And then right after that's whey protein isolate. And whey is basically the liquid that's remaining after milk has been curdled and strained. And whey is usually a byproduct of cheese or casein. So this case is whey isolate. And so basically it's the highest amount of protein that can be extracted. It's basically lactose-free, carbohydrate-free, fat-free, cholesterol-free. So the main sources of this 15 grams of protein are from this milk protein concentrate and the whey protein isolate. Now, where do they get its sweetness? Well, right here, erythritol and allulose. Now, erythritol is a sugar alcohol. You can always identify sugar alcohols because they have the -tol ending. Erythritol does occur naturally, but it can also be made man-made. It has 0 calories. Basically, your body can't absorb it. It passes through the urine within about 24 hours, so your body doesn't really have a chance to metabolize it. So therefore, it's considered 0 calorie. This has been around since 2001. The FDA approved it, the World Health Organization, 1999. And according to the front of the box, there are 5 grams of sugar alcohol. So apparently, you've got 5 grams of erythritol. Now, erythritol can cause some people to have diarrhea and bloating and stomach cramps if they eat too much of it. But basically 5 grams in this cereal is not going to hurt you. Even if you doubled it and had 2 cups and had 10 grams, you should be fine. If you weigh 150 pounds, you should be able to eat up to 68 grams of erythritol with really no problem. So you're not going to overdose it here on this. The other place they're getting their sweetness is from allulose. This is, now you notice it's an OSE ending, which is a sugar ending. So allulose is considered classified as a sugar, not a sugar alcohol. Again, it is can be occur naturally in berries and things like that, but it can also be made man-made. And again, as far as calories, it doesn't really absorb, so it technically has 0.4 calories per gram. Now, sugar is 4 whole calories per gram, and allulose has 0.4. But again, your body absorbs allulose pretty quickly, and so it doesn't really metabolize into glucose. So it really is more or less virtually calorie free, and the FDA says it really has no effect on your blood glucose or raises your sugar levels. So it's FDA approved and all that stuff. Again, if you were to eat a lot of allulose, you might have some cramping and things like that, but that's usually temporary. And again, in this case, again, going back to their label, they're saying we got 4 grams of allulose here, so you don't have enough to hurt you at all. So that's where they're getting it. Now, one other thing on their label, it's got 4 grams of fiber, and the main fiber source here would be inulin, would be the main fiber source. It's a prebiotic fiber, which means it feeds the good gut bacteria in your gut. So it's a soluble fiber. And so that's basically where they're getting it. Plants are the source here of inulin. So you should be good. Maybe a little bit more is coming from corn fiber. That's pretty far down on the list. So those are the main areas. So the protein is coming from the milk protein and the whey protein, and then the fiber from the inulin, and then the sweetness is coming from your erythritol and allulose. So the question is, does this work on Achieve? Well, again, if you know the Achieve formulas, it clearly works. It definitely works, the formulas. It's definitely within a calorie range. In fact, on Achieve, this is 150 calories for 1 cup. You could easily do 2 cups and stay within a meal range. You could definitely have 1 cup of this dry as a snack if you wanted to. If you wanted to do it with milk. Now here, let's talk about the milk. It's kind of interesting to me. They put skim milk here, which is kind of interesting to me, because if you're really targeting this towards the keto crowd, I would think you would want to use something like soy milk, or definitely a nut milk for the keto crowd, because your nut milks are going to be very low carb, like cashew nut milk, almond nut milk. Those are going to be really low carb, higher fat. So if I were really doing keto, I would not put it with skim milk. Skim milk's got about 12 grams of sugar in it, natural milk sugar in it. And so if I were a keto person, which I'm not, but if I were, I would not use skim with this. I would use a nut milk with it. Now on Achieve, we have some milks that we recommend that are not, you can use nut milks if you're on Achieve with this, that you could use an almond milk with this. By the way, if you're on Achieve weight loss, you could do that. It wouldn't hurt. You could do a cashew nut milk with it. It would be fine. We like, one of our favorite milks is Kroger Carb Master milk. It only has 3 net carbs in it as well, and it's got another 11 grams of protein. So if you did a cup of this cereal and a cup of Kroger Carb Master milk, man, that is a knockout combination. Your calories are still pretty low. They had here 190 calories of skim. If we did a cup of this cereal and a cup of Kroger Carb Master, you are talking about 210 calories, which isn't a whole lot. You're talking a whopping 26 grams of protein, and you're talking 6 net carbs if you just added those 2. So that would be a brain burner, a barn burner. If you know the Achieve, we could even go higher. You could you could do 2 cups of this milk and a cup of Kroger Carb Master and still easily be within the Achieve framework. Or I love chocolate. I would be tempted to do a cup of this and a cup of the Kroger chocolate Carb Master milk, because that would still really be there. To be honest, I think it tastes decent. So here's a little thing there if you can see it. Not super, it's sweet. I wouldn't say super chocolatey. But again, if you put this with chocolate Kroger Carb Master milk and you want your chocolate fix, this would definitely work. I had it this morning for breakfast. I did a cup and a half of the cereal and a cup of the Kroger Carb Master milk. And I found myself wanting more milk just because this seems a little, maybe not gooey, but it just seems to absorb liquid kind of weird in your mouth. I don't know. It wasn't weird. I just wanted more milk with it, which I could have done. I could have done a cup and a half of Kroger milk and a cup and a half of this cereal and certainly been fine. Now, as far as price, that's going to be one consideration. Again, keto products are still pretty much a niche market, and you can see here on the page that we're $6.98. Now, again, if we go back to our box size, we're talking 10.2 ounces. Or another cereal that we like on Achieve is like the Special K protein cereal. We really like this. Now, to be honest, okay, a cup and a third of this is 210 calories. So this is higher on calories. 15 grams of protein, just like this guy. So their protein is equal. But your net carbs are higher on this Special K. But here's the thing. So if you go to Walmart and you get the Special K protein cereal, this is the family size, which is 19 ounces. So it's almost double the size of the keto, and it's $3.88. So you are going to pay double the price for this cereal for half the amount that you get on the Special K protein. So as far as value, it's a lot more expensive, right? But a lot of keto products are, partly because they're the rage and partly probably because it's more of a niche market. I went ahead and bought it, first of all, because I wanted to do a little taste test here for you all. Honestly, I think it's great. I will enjoy this. I will eat it up. Whether or not I will keep buying it, I don't know. I have to be in the mood. But it does give us variety, right? So if you like Cocoa Puffs, and this also comes in like peanut butter and I think a cinnamon flavor. All right, so that's my review from Achieve Weight Loss on this cereal. It does work on Achieve if you don't mind paying the few extra dollars. By the way, this is something new I'm trying, doing the product reviews. If you liked this review, please let me know in the comments. If there's anything you want more to know about, please let me know. Feel free to share this with your friends if they're looking for some options. If you're interested in Achieve Weight Loss, want to know about our lifestyle, we think it's a very balanced approach to eating, and it's a realistic way. You can check us out, try out a trial, get coached during your trial time, see what you think. And so just want to let you know about this new cereal. Hey, it works. You can add it to your arsenal. Thousands of things out there on Achieve Weight Loss you can eat from your grocery store. And so here's another one. Hey, have a healthy day.